Shalom, brothers. I'm going to start off by giving all praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. Alright? Double honors to the elders, respect to the brothers out there doing this work. Wake up to tribes of Israel, so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Alright? Death and destruction to this wicked kingdom, man. Alright? Spiritual known as Sodom and Gomorrah. All these other nations too, man. Because Revelations tell you that they drank of the cup of, they took of those, they partook, they were partakers of America's wickedness, man. Right? So they're gonna be dealt with. Some of those nuclear missiles might just drop on some of them countries, man. When all out war, when all out war kicks off, man, which is not far from now, man. Right? Lesson, man, about faith, man. It is impossible to please the Most High without faith, man. The first scripture I want to go to is Hebrews 11 verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is. Now this is a really nice scripture. They're all nice scriptures, but what it is this scripture, man. It says, for he that cometh to God must believe that He is. Another great example of when brothers go into I am and He is and all that stuff, man. Another great example when you go into the names. Yah meaning He, Yahweh Shai, deliverer, He delivers. Yahweh, He exists. He is. Alright? For brothers can pull this scripture for for a lesson when they're doing a lesson on the names, man. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is. Well, brothers probably already stumbled up on that. I'm pretty sure. Brothers that are well learned and everything, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. So yeah, them that diligently seek Him, He'll reward you, man. Don't be looking for no millions of dollars, though. Because most likely that's not of the Most High, man. Because Scripture say, give me don't give me poverty nor or riches. Roughly paraphrasing, too much money, and if you ain't because Scriptures in the Book of Sirach, the riches ain't for a nigger. Because a nigger will go out there and spend that riches on all you'll probably buy a whole freaking donut shop or something. Who knows, man? Probably buy a whole aisle of shoes. Riches ain't for a nigger. A nigger just go out there and spend that money on whatever on the least important things, man. You won't even fork over a dime to a brother. He wouldn't give a penny to his kids or whatever. But a nigger, man, a nigger would just be wasteful. A nigger would just be frugal with that money, man. A nigger would just go out there and just unload that cash on, in the club or whatever, man. Just to show that he got money, man. So that's why riches ain't for a nigger. That's why the Most High don't make niggers rich, man. Right? So, He'll reward you, man. In ways that that only you can really notice, in ways that because even the smallest things, like brothers bring out, the smallest things count, man. Because not you got to give thanks, man. Because not you might think your life is bad, but hey, you got people living in other countries, and their life is miserable. You got some brothers that's in the faith and their life is, but when you got the faith and everything, though, man, you endure that hard, you endure hardship like a good soldier, man. So to continue with the scriptures, man, Hebrews 11 verse 1 says, because I'm going into faith, man. So now we know that faith, now we know that it is impossible to please Him. Without faith it is impossible to please Him. So you gotta believe when you come to the Most High, man. Alright, so check it. So what is faith, man? Now faith, Hebrews 11 verse 1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So that's faith, man. The substance, you know, substance of things hoped for. So you're hoping for it, but you can't see it, you know? That's what faith is, man. Faith is believing in in something you can't see, man. Having putting your trust and your hope and everything in something that you can't see, but when you're in the script, like the Most High is the smartest in the whole wide world, man. He knows how to build up your faith in a way that other people wouldn't even notice, but it would only be for you, things in your everyday life and stuff like that, man. Because scriptures are true, man. These scriptures are true. The words of these, everything is true. So everything goes by the scripture. So if that's faith, then let me get a scripture though. Romans 8 verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? All right. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So that's what hope is, man. So that it would be, there would be no point if you were hoping for something that you already see, that you already seen. If the Most High Son, if Yahweh Shah was here right now with us, then why hope for him? He's already here. You see him. He's like why hope? All right. But if we don't see him, then we hope in patience for him, man. And that goes back to that hope, man. It's because it's not given to everybody. That hope. That hope goes back to sorry. Alright, I just want to get this scripture, Romans 14 verse 23. And he that doubted is damned of heat, is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. So not having faith is a sin, man. That's how serious that's how serious faith is, man. Because faith is a gift from the Most High, man. A gift given from the Most High. And let me just get that. Ephesians 2 verse 8. I know I was just on it. I was on it like there it is. Ephesians 2 verse 8. Verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. So grace, grace comes into play too, grace period. Since our Savior since our Savior passed, came back, we've been in our grace period, that's the whole thing with the law, and because the righteousness is of the Most High Son. Righteousness don't come by the law, but the laws are not done away with. We should keep them to the best of our abilities, and that, so yeah, man. So we're under grace. When that grace period is up, which is gonna be up soon, coming, brother's gonna be, if you if you commit a sin worthy of death, then that's what you're gonna receive, death. These heathens, they're gonna receive death. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift. It is the gift of God, man. It is the gift. All right. So and a gift, it has to be given, man. You don't steal a gift, man. It has to be given to you. So it is a gift. All right. So, with that, I want to give all praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. Double honor to the elders, respect to the brothers out there doing this work. All right. Shalom.